What up, folks? I'm Ultrazilla, and today I have a review of the MARUSAN 450 glow-in-the-dark Zemilla. That's right, my zillions. I'm finally getting into this big, awesome, giant kaiju figure from classic Japanese toy maker MARUSAN that I picked up at the 5 Points Festival. This was my big purchase from the festival. I picked up a bunch of smaller things. A couple of which you've seen on the channel already. You're gonna see more as we go on. I've gotten a lot of stuff in the last month plus, month and a half since I got this. Yeah, that's just been backed up. But I really wanted to get to this. This is very cool. You might have seen it in my DX Ultraman Rising review, and that made me say, hey, I'm keeping this guy on the desk. Yeah, this thing is amazing. To get it from MARUSAN themselves is incredible. He actually has there's actually a novel written about Zemilla that they had written, which is very, very cool. I didn't pick up the novel, but I did pick up the figure. So without any further ado, let's get to the review. So what we did get with this is a Zemilla 450 card. The subline is Conpora, so I guess that's the style, and it's part, I guess, overall of the MARUMAN line, or maybe it's not, I don't know. I think it is, but this is a really beautiful classic painting here. Very, very nice. I like this card. In a nice hard plastic. This is very, very cool. But this is not the only thing I got with this. As part of it being at the 5 Points Festival, I did get this card, which is specially stamped New York. MARUMAN New York. Very, very cool. Here is Eiji Kamenaga, the 6th president of MARUSAN. Very, very cool. It's not the first time I've met Mr. Kamenaga. Also met Asaka Kubo. She was very cool. I did want to pick up some of her stuff too, but at this point I couldn't. This was a major purchase for me, and I did want to pick up a few other things from a few other vendors. Spread the love a little bit. But a lot of really, really cool stuff from MARUSAN. They have even more. This line is very cool, by the way, this Conpora line. I want to get more stuff. I love this like mecha Kongish type guy. But they also have a like a super robot that they debuted at, I don't know if it was debuted at, but it was at G-Fest, and I wish I was able to get that. But anywho, got some cool stuff to go along with Zemilla. But onto the figure itself, you can see that the spines are, that glow-in-the-dark color, which is cool. Now, interestingly enough, there was another variant that looked beautiful. I believe it was kind of like electric blue spines, like more lit up, but this was the one that represents what Zemilla really looks like. So I wanted to get this one, I thought that was a cool, way to go. Now you might also see a very similar look to Godzilla 62. Obviously, I feel like that's intentional. You gotta be a little familiar with it. I think it works. Now, there is also a smaller version, like a first form version of Zemilla. That they did have. I didn't want to get it, if I was going to get something bigger elsewhere, I was going to get it, because I really was taken back by Zemilla in both forms, but it was this, full form here that I really, really wanted. Was that in here? It's not in here, the first form. So, MARUMAN actually, okay, so here we go. MARUMAN is the classic, kind of Showa style kaiju, and the Conpora is more contemporary. So there you go. And no, it wasn't in there. But anywho, this guy has a few points of articulation in the arms and in the legs. Little bit. It's not a ton. And very slightly in the tail. So, not much in terms of articulation, but you know what? Whatever. This is kind of like a big X plus style figure, which is basically what they're going for here. And it's gorgeous. It really, really is. Again, the color for the nails, you know, all the little spikes. This is that glow-in-the-dark color. The tail in total is really nice. I really like this kind of Titanosaurus-like fin tail. I really like it. I think it's real, real nice. The sculpt work is beautiful throughout. Really, really nice. Like, it's got that familiarity of a kaijus that we know and love throughout. It's got like all the osteo bumps. It's got all the beautiful folds and wrinkles. Just an excellent deep sculpt throughout. I love like kind of like all this like plating that goes on throughout. The paint is superb on this. I like this like kind of bluish, like blue-gray, and it's got like a nice little dark spots that are painted in. It's kind of brownish, as you can see like here. I think that's like the undercoat. I think this blue is sprayed on top of this color here. This kind of brownish is kind of like sprayed first, and then this blue is sprayed over it. Judging by the way the paint sits in some of like the marks, I definitely could tell that there is like 2 coats of paint on this at the very least. And then you got this color here, this kind of eggshellish almost color, which runs on the bottom of the tail. It's real good. It's a nice color. It's deep. And then, like I said, you can see, and I like it that it's a paint on top of paint on top of paint. It just kind of adds to the texture of this guy. And I dig it. I dig it. The arms look really good. I really like the spikes here. You get them on the back here, which, again, you could tell that there's other paint going on. I like that, man. And it's kind of cool. It's like where the spikes pop out. It's kind of like reddish around almost. It creates. It's a very good look, in my opinion. All of these giant little, folds here above the legs. It's a nice big chunk of cheech. And I love how the paint goes on to the dorsal fins. Real nice. Again, the dorsal fins look good. They're nice, solid. They're not big. I do have one little thing here that I want to just scrape off. A little thing, extra thing of plastic is popping off. There we go. Got it off. But I like it. I really do. Again, the arms look great. I like the hands. Hands are real, real nice. Very well done. And then, of course, this head sculpt is pretty tremendous. Like I said, it evokes Godzilla 62, but it's definitely its own thing here. Real good. I like the kind of pinkish teeth. They look very cool. His nose look good. The eyes, a little brows. It's well done. Again, you know what you're looking at here, and I like that. It has that, similar vibe to like what Subaraya has done with, like, say, Jiris and Gomes, it's like that. And I dig that. It's classic to do. I love all these little kind of hair spikes, I like to call them. In the mouth, you got a little bit of pink for the tongue, but again, you got that glow-in-the-dark material that's sticking through. I like it. It's very well done. The eyes look good. Everything looks good here. It's a really, really nice figure. Very, very well done. Beautifully sculpted. I love the proportions. The big, chunky legs. Big feet, toes, the bottom of the feet. Look at that. We got Marusan Japan right there. Just excellent, guys. Just an excellent, excellent piece. Yeah, this is amazing. I don't think I've picked up any X Plus this year. I feel like this is like my X Plus for the year, styled figure. Because I don't know. I don't see myself getting anything right now. I have nothing on pre-order from X Plus, and there hasn't been anything that's like jumped at me that I needed to get. you know, I'm not you know, an X Plus collector. I'll get, you know, a piece here and there, like you've seen on the channel throughout the years. But I just haven't been into it more than normal lately. But this guy, like I said, this guy is in that vein, and he looks quite stunning. And of course, Zemilla is a glow-in-the-dark figure. So let's shut down some lights and see how it looks. It's looking pretty good, let me tell you. Check that out. That is absolutely awesome. And as I said, it is glow-in-the-dark all the way through, because you can see it through the paint even there. So that is pretty awesome, my zillions. Check all of that out. I love that you can see the paint through the glow-in-the-dark through the paint in the front. You didn't think you could, huh? This is one of the best glow-in-the-dark figures I have in my collection. No doubt about it. That is pretty incredible. I really love how it looks. And for your size comparisons, first up, the figure that made me put Zemilla on the table, it is Ultraman Rising DX Ultraman Rising. So yeah, I reviewed that and I was just like, oh yeah, we're gonna be doing Zemilla next. But speaking of X Plus, here it is with a couple of X Plus Mechagodzillas, Mechagodzilla 75s, Mechagodzilla 2, if you will, that I have in my collection, the two different sizes of them. So you can see Zemilla, he is kind of in between. He's not quite a 30 centimeter. He's not quite a Daikaiju series. So yeah, he's somewhere in the middle. And here it is with the Playmates Giant Kong. I think that scales pretty well. Although I feel like, you know, Zemilla should be, you know, a little bit wider. But size-wise, it's not so bad. And here it is with an old Rocket Pro Gamera. It's pretty good. I like it. Gamera should always be smaller than Godzilla-like creatures. And my final thoughts, Zemilla is a wonderful piece. Marusan should be really proud of this. This is incredible. I love it. The glow is awesome. So that gimmick, it works here. I'm not the biggest glow guy, but this one definitely works. And it looks great. It is like an X Plus style figure, you know, that level of detail. So nothing but good things here. Beautiful paint, beautiful glow. Just absolutely awesome. A really great design overall. It evokes everything you like. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you have an opportunity to pick up one of these, I would highly suggest it. I got mine at the 5 Points Festival in person. I believe it was $175, if I remember correctly. But don't quote me, because my memory is not so hot. But I think so. But yeah, well worth it. Definitely an amazing piece. And there you go, guys. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below. And if you're new to the channel, why don't you go ahead and sub yourself for daily content. And let me help you diversify your collection. Till next time, peace out, peeps.